Hello and welcome back to Newark, Delaware for the 2021 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. We've got BigBarri commentary, Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Oh, what's up, bro? That grip 6 low profile is up. Bottle flip on the hat. Oh, no hat. But he's -9 for the tournament, which is getting it done. No slouch. Austin Hannum with a -6. He's been playing very well of lately, trending very well towards the end of the year. Talk about trending well. This guy's been on fire the last couple months. Matty O.
Joel Freeman bringing out the style today in the Crayola Crayon t-shirt polo, and he is 2 back of the leader. I believe 9 under is the current course record, or at least is tied for the current course record.
I think that's right.
This track is very difficult, but these players are not interested in making it look difficult. This is a course where people have been shooting near double digits, and that's going to be the score to shoot for today. I think 7 to 8 down is going to keep these guys in the mix. Hole 1, par 4, 605-foot dog leg right the whole way. Have to keep it in the middle to have any chance on your second shot to get near the green.
My name is Jimmy McIlvaine, and I'm from Newark, Delaware. Yeah, I got started in disc golf in 1997 down at Killings Pond State Park. A buddy of mine just challenged me to come out and play one day, and I went out and played, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. For the most part, I think most courses are inexpensive and cheap. I mean, there are state park fees and things like that, but overall, I think anybody can get into this, and you don't necessarily have to be playing the best in the world, and you can just have a good time. In 2008, Steve Winchester got the county to approve the disc golf course here. We were supposed to just have a smaller 18. Someone started talking about 2 18s. Next thing you know, it turned into like, hey, let's just do one big 18. They gave us about 4 or 5 months to put it in. They paid for all the baskets, all the tee pads, but any expansion after that became on us. And the course has changed an awful lot over the past few years. So the little bit of difference here at Iron Hill, I think, is more of a grind. I don't think you need to have some magical shots here all the time. It's more about maintaining over and over and over again. You're gonna have different footing out here. You're gonna have different shots out here than necessarily practiced. Off the tee pad, it may be the same. You're gonna have to decide whether or not you're gonna go for the shot off the tee, if you're gonna lay up off the tee and then go for it later, and just where your footing is, and different trees are gonna come into play, different angles that, like I said, you can't practice that. You're not laying in the same spot over and over again like you are on a golf course. You're gonna have to put 60 shots together, good solid shots, and that could be your score. But if you don't, if you're off the fairway a little bit, this place can get brutal.
Shout out to Jimmy McIlvaine. To all you Jomez fans, before there was Jomez, before there was Gatekeeper, GK Pro, you name it, there was Disc Golf Monthly, and that's how we got our disc golf fix on YouTube. And Jimmy McIlvaine used to do commentary for that with Carl Cubbage. Rest in peace, Cubby.
Oklahoma.
And they did a great job.
Hannum.
As you can tell there, a ton of personality. Very, very likable guy, Jimmy. He does a great job keeping this course looking tip-top.
He's always working on the course.
Austin Hannum. Big forehand. This is going to be a little tight right, I think. It seems to have spiked onto the edge.
Alabama, Matthew, Orum.
And one thing about Jimmy is he's always been a huge supporter of the touring pros.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a little bit before, our time. Like, he's always done what he could for us, and so we really appreciate you, buddy, and thanks for all your hard work. This is working hard as well. It needs to stay on that right side, and that's a little tucked into the right side there. Pardon me. He needed to be a little bit more left.
Correct. Joel Freeman, a great forehand, a great scramble player, just like everyone on this card, really. There's no weakness for any of these players. This is looking better.
Almost looks like he has white jean shorts with the Crayola crown shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a lot going on, man.
White hat,
I
though.
like it.
It ties it all in together. Joel Freeman touts wild style, and I'm here for it. Matty O is going to be out of position. He's just going to have to get this around the corner and just try to play for the par.
Nope.
Oh, no. And he has not turned it over enough. That's going to be out of bounds early. And that's going to go to a drop zone, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. I think, do all OBs go to drop zone on all the holes, or is it just this one?
I believe it's just this one. Oh, no.
And Bradley Williams is going to find that drop zone as well, unfortunately.
Brutal. He was in the prime position.
Yeah.
He threw a beautiful tee shot.
Austin, this is looking really good. Man, even catching a piece of that plateau. Beautiful shot. That's going to set up a hole 1 birdie.
Also looking nice and soft. Little anti-skip.
Yeah, beautiful approaches there for Joel and Austin. And let's take a look at that drop zone coming up here for Matty O. It's a really scary putt to try to run that one and save it. It is a huge penalty to go out of bounds on your second shot here. Almost zero chance to try to really justify running the par.
And it's so weird that second shots go to a drop zone. So you hear Bradley say he's playing a provisional, which is smart because it's something we're not used to, is having a rule like that on a course.
And that's a good birdie to start off Joel Freeman's day. A treat to see Joel play today. He has been playing so well as of late. Player who took 2020 off, and what a convenient year to take off. Getting married to his wife, Alyssa. And they are now both out here on tour once again, and Austin Hannum taps in his birdie. Speaking of a pleasure to watch today, Matty O. I mean, obviously he's been doing it for 16 years on tour, but he's taken some season off. He's spent more time playing more Southern Nationals focused events, but this year he's really seemed to come out. Oh no. So that was the provisional.
Right.
Okay, never mind. Either way, it'll be the same score of a bogey for Bradley as he plays out both. So the card somehow came out even on hole 1 with 0 pars. Why don't you walk us through hole 2, Paul?
Hole 2, par 3, 380. Got to hit this tight gap here on the right. If you do that, it's got to be tight the whole way. Then you got to miss this one and this one.
And that one.
And then, no, you do have a nice little fairway into the green till these two. But you should be able to make that putt. It's all about pushing a hyzer that flips up to barely. You don't want it flipping up to flat. You want it that was a really good angle. He just pushed it too wide. And that was a perfect flight.
It was a good kick as well. I think he was going too far long. He was going to test those backside trees. But I mean, if he gets clean all the way, then he might be looking at a close birdie.
Lucky ducky, it looked like.
Oh, Joel, and the forward kick as well. Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. Dr. Smooth, Bradley Williams. He's pushing the backside. Does he get lucky all the way through? No.
He'll take it, though. I mean, pulling it to that and not getting that kick to the right, he'll take that 9 times out of 10.
It's so rare to see one actually make that right side wide and make the inside early gap as well, what appears to be the fairway. See if Matty O can do it. It sounded like chopping wood. Just a lot of shots end up drifting towards that backside and contest, just a series of trees. So Matty-O 75 feet away.
Oh,
Okay. What a run that was.
and you could see him. He was just so bummed. I hate that one. Yeah.
If there were a caricature of Matty-O, it would be Matty-O wearing glasses at the very bottom of the tip of his nose. That is just the place where those things rest. Oh, Bradley Williams trying to draw a piece of that action. Great runs.
All right, let's see if Hannum can. No.
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 And not the moment it left his hands, that was an absolute no. But Joel Freeman can. Start this would be if he was able to connect on this one, and unfortunately he is not. And look at that thing roll.
Yeah, 3 metal hits, no dice, and he has a tough little comebacker. 25 feet. That tree might be a little bit in his way. It was.
Oh, he just really didn't. He stopped his stroke midway up and never gave the disc a chance to get over the rim. That's going to be an unfortunate 3-putt for Joel, who will. Okay. I would be quite surprised if you didn't hear a lot of animated commentary coming from that man. He is a very lively talker.
Yeah, he's very vocal with how he is playing.
Yes. Good or bad, or neither.
We've had some really good mic'd up rounds with Bradley Williams as well.
Yes, we have. Hole 3 is par 4, 760 feet. Nice little low tunnel out the gap, but the ceiling really isn't the issue off the tee. It's just making sure if you do go for a roller or backhand turnover that you don't hit those trees on the left. Otherwise, you're going to see a lot of forehands. You want to push this as deep as possible if you're going forehand to swing in late to set yourself up for the straight downhill. This basket's pushed back farther now, and it is a very great 2-shot get. Him is pushing that backside. If this gets a good skip, he's going to be in prime position.
And he does. Yeah, he's going to have that sidearm turnover into the green, and he's showed that he has a lot of control with that sidearm as well. Hole 1 was a good display of that.
Mm-hmm. Brad pushing that left side as you have to with this backhand turnover route, and doesn't crest the hill, but he'll have a shot.
Yeah, that's just fine. Especially with his gameplay, he'll be able to drift something from left to right, really kind of like the tee shot was.
He's a good putter thrower. Matty-O pushing that a little bit faster, but this is going to drift left, and this could be in a tricky spot if it skips. No, it's okay. It didn't skip.
He didn't like it.
Oh, yeah, it turned over too much. And he'll be able to see the basket, but it's going to be nearly 400 feet away.
Inside, playing for the hyzer to the right side. Now he needs some good action.
Wow. That was a special shot. Close to being special. That was a great shot that was nearly top level.
He's got a putt, though.
Not a helpful kick there for Bradley as he's kicked off to the right side.
Yeah, neither him or Joel in the best position, but might have a sneaky little run at it.
Look at Matty-O putting the towel down on the bridge, and what a great shot that was.
That was awesome. I don't even know what he did, but it was great.
Yeah, I mean, even though he didn't get the big skip, he was still in trouble and managed to find his way out of there with a tricky footing with his disc underneath that little bridge area.
That is not going to be stable.
No, that's
Did a little flip, though. That was a cool little flip to then fly.
Yeah, he has a very... I love the way he throws forehand because it's unique. No one else really does it like him. It's like there's certain players in disc golf that I can tell played ultimate frisbee, and then there's certain players I can tell played baseball, and you can just tell Austin Hannum was a baseball player.
Yes. What you gonna do, Joel?
He's gonna run it. Keeping it on line's great, but yeah, he's a little disappointed that he's not getting the disc flat. Matteo squeaking that one in left side. And Bradley didn't take much time, but he just pitched that one up for his par.
These guys need to shape it up. The front nine is a scoring nine on this really, really tough course, if there is a scoring nine on this tough course.
I mean, we're not necessarily starting on the easiest holes. Hole 2 is the 6th hardest. This is the 5th hardest. But they're going to need to get things going here on this next hole because this is the easiest hole in the course.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Hole 4 is a par 4. It's 675 feet. Similar in length. Well, it's about 100 feet shorter.
Fascinating, my dear Watson.
Oh, well, indubitably, my dear.
Uli.
Why I was trying to blank on Sherlock's name. 675 feet. Again, it's a turnover off the tee or a forehand hyzer, and this time the second shot is tighter, but the hole being 100 feet shorter makes it play so much easier.
Sidearm needs to get down. It looks good, but it can get very skippy and rolly. There's
okay. Hanging on. If Austin were 25 feet left of that spot, he'd be in the straight position. He's going to have to throw a turnover or a forehand hyzer from there.
This is perfect manipulation of angle control along with speed control. Very well done from Bradley.
He is an angle surgeon sometimes, man. It is a thing of beauty to watch an old school style player like Bradley Williams just shape lines.
He's going to be able to do that into his 70s.
Yes. He's so smooth. There's no real hard. Oh, and I mean, speaking of shaping shots, Matteo, also old school style player who does it like no one else and does it better than almost everyone else.
What kind of style would you say Joel has?
It's effective, clearly, but I feel like he's kind of made his own game, and I like that. He's not focused on what other people do. What would you liken it to?
No, it's very unique. Yes, absolutely. But I think that it's one of those styles that he attacks it both ways in his own ways to where, like you're saying, very effective in the way that he turns his body away. This is so beautiful.
Absolutely.
He turns his body away and then
fantastic.
commits to every shot, both sidearm and
Full commitment.
and backhand, and then his putt is extremely dangerous. That's something he's going to be kicking himself for because that's wide open for the shot play he likes right there from Hannum.
That's 2 great drives that he's left his approach squandered, and Matteo will have to make a 30-foot putt for his birdie.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Joel is just, I guess it's an awkward style to where it's even hard for us to break it down to what it is because there's nobody who throws like him.
And people that have a similar style, I think, are usually a little bit less.
Give it to me.
What on earth was that?
He knows we're talking about him. He's like effective.
What? There's not really anything there. Look at the shape. Just to get it through the gap, that's all you can really control. And then from there, if it goes in, I mean, smiles. But yeah, I feel like people who throw, Matteo.
Oh, these guys are just now.
Yep, that's what we're talking about. Hole 4. You got to get them on hole 4.
I think a lot of styles like a Matteo, a Joel Freeman, they come from woods golf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or even, I could see how Joel's style comes from Colorado just because of the high elevation. Everything's more stable. So he likes a lot of chop shots. I'm Paul Ulibarri with today's Bushnell hole breakdown. You can find the Edge Disc Golf Rangefinder at the link in the description. Hole 5 is a bruiser. Measuring in at 780 feet, this par 5 is best navigated one way. Straight and far, straight and far, straight, and a good putt. Anything else and birdie is out of the question. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see if Brad can do that. This is your straightest, fastest disc on hyzer.
Yeah. That's how you started off. Just get a little.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's just absolutely.
That landing zone. I mean, the short tee is the landing zone. If you can get there, you are just loving it.
Him and the course designer thought the same thing. We should place the short tee box right here because that would be a good place to throw from.
Sure. Adio needs a little love. Not going to find it this time.
Be able to push down the fairway from there, though. Got 2 trees to beat before he's got a wide open fairway.
See how Joel responds after finally getting a nice putt out of his hands. It's not the greatest tee shot. He's going to be most likely playing for par unless he can find something really great here on the second. Yeah, that's frustrating.
Very good kick.
Talk about these tee conditions, Paul.
They were just absolutely awful.
Yeah.
They were tough. I mean, they're slippery. They're more slippery than the fairway. And the fairway is very slippery. Mud everywhere. You see a lot of towels being laid down.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, you know, it's hard to commit. And so you're going to see these guys be a bit timid on the run-ups, which affects everybody.
Joel, good advance, but he's back in the woods, so we'll see if he has a play to the green. I think it's going to be...
I think he will, but it'll be to the base.
Tough.
It'll be to the base of that hill.
Oh, no.
And those are the 2 trees he had to beat.
There you can see what you get with the perfect drive. You get choice second shot and a nice little kick out to the middle. That should be pretty simple for Brad to get up and down with his putter.
Yeah, inside 150 feet, I bet.
Yeah. That's a good recovery from Adio. That's going to get a good skip forward. Should be able to just jump putt it up to the green and walk away with his par. This dude, what a whip he has in that forehand, man.
Yeah, that poor disc turned over very quick.
I think he's got to have 80 miles an hour in that forehand. That is a rare speed to get up that high. Yeah, you called it down to the base. That's going to be a long putt for his par. Or that actually before the birdie. Okay, so he's okay. Right a bit farther back than I thought. He's still going to make easy work of it, though. Great forehand approach.
And that will get him to 1 under on the round, which is 10 under for the tournament, which I feel like that 10 under mark at the end of the tournament will be like well in the cash. That's how good he's playing right now.
Yeah, sure. Oh, great run. Hannum almost stealing the birdie. Joel go back-to-back big putts. And, oh, no. Not only does he not go back-to-back big putts, he's going to have to kind of come up with a big putt to save the par now.
Yeah, this is playing all of 30 feet.
And back-to-back low releases. Now, that's 4 low putt releases from Joel just in the first 5 holes. And that's with 2 birdies. So he's got to work that out.
Put in, you go all the way to 300 feet.
300 feet. Wow.
This is definitely not my forte. So.
I mean, if I was laying up, I think I'd just go forehand. But
Gentlemen, just kidding. Oh boy.
On to hole 6, par 4, 625 feet. The play is to go right side here, or maybe a turnover forehand on the inside, trying to land right around here. From there, it's a forehand through this gap, maybe even a backhand turnover if you push the back right side of the fairway. You just want to avoid these rocks coming into the green because they're about 35 feet away and you'd like to be nestled in there in two. But this ends up being a pretty tricky 2-shot hole.
Early, he looks straight down at the tee pad.
Mm-hmm.
We know the culprit.
Yeah, that is a slick area.
I think that's,
yeah.
and he's timid about the tee pad as well.
Yep, that was not the typical pace of a Matty O tee shot. And Austin Hannum has laid down the towel, and you can see the difference there. He was able to commit and get a good throw. I mean, a beautiful throw. That's better than good. Yeah, that's perfect. And good guy Austin Hannum offers to leave the towel there for Joel, who says, I got this. I'm light. I'm not faced by these slick tees.
Colorado gets a lot of snow.
Yeah.
That's where the famous Rockies reside.
Yes, they do, Paul.
The baseball team.
And the mountains. And yeah, it looks like he took a little lick in there as he threw the 2-finger pop. Or do they just call it the finger pop in Alabama?
Yeah, finger pop.
It's called the finger pop. As I like to call the horizontal tomahawk. Matty, oh wow, really getting aggressive there with the roller, but there's really no other line to get to the pin. And you hate seeing rollers hit those little tiny saplings. And okay, I think it listened. And a great result there.
Kids going to school, and they're like, wait, what? What just happened?
I wish I went to school where I could just go play disc golf. That sounds awesome. I knew a lot of friends that skipped school to go play disc golf. You think that's what they're doing?
To watch disc golf, yes.
Okay.
School hasn't started yet. A couple more days. And
Matty,
boy.
And that was for the par save, and that's going to be a bogey, but never really in position on this one, and you could see the punishment. Look at
Medal.
very serviceable forehand.
Okay, he does have a chance. Stretching it out. Uh-oh.
No, come on. That is so extra.
It was a cool little grind up the rock and then slide down.
Yeah,
though,
that part is cool. But now he's got to make a putt from the same length just to
which
save
will
the
be
par.
cool. Give it to him.
Great composure. Fantastic. That is a hard putt to make after seeing something random like that happen right there in front of you. Joel gets the height right, but not the aim. And this is the third easiest hole in the course, Paul, and we're going to see a bogey. Bradley played this one.
Par.
So par, correct. Hannum had to save his par. And Joel Freeman's going to be tapping in his par. And that is a frustrating grouping for this card. That whatever lead they may have had on chase card or third card is certainly not feeling safe anymore. And it might not have felt safe after the third hole. But starting right about now, they're thinking to themselves, they're probably playing catch up. Hole 7 is not the hole you want to play catch up on because this is an incredibly difficult par 3. Like we said in round 1, the drone is lost. It is drunk. It is not. It's time to go home, drone, because you've gone down the wrong fairway. But it is a turnover backhand with a late flip mid-range or a forehand. You're most likely going to see a forehand for most of these guys. Still able to get a good release out of his hand.
If all said and considered, that is
Not the worst result.
no, and I'm glad he's okay. These are slippery. This is what they need to be doing, is the towel trick.
Yes.
And getting a little love all the way
yeah.
down. That's a just inside the circle putt. Very good shot. It'll be a bit obstructed, so he'll have to earn it for sure, but he'll take it. He missed his shot inside right there.
Joel, this is looking pretty good here. Oh, no. I thought it was going down the right side of the fairway.
F3 for Matty O. Straight fairway driver.
Miss them all.
Money.
Miss them all. Oh, yeah. Loving that. The thing that's great about the towel trick is it doesn't even take practice to throw it. It's just you take a slick tee pad and you turn it into a not slick tee pad anymore.
Right.
Joel's going to have another tester putt from Circle's Edge for par.
Doesn't even make a lot of sense putting a towel down, honestly. Like, who was the first person ever to put a towel down? Like, this will make a slippery surface less slippery.
I don't know, but whoever it was. Oh, Stin Hannum's going to miss that putt. You know, one player, we talked about him in round one, the Delaware Deucer. Or was that during our practice round?
Practice round.
Yeah, we talked about Mike Moser, one of the best player ever from Delaware, as Joel makes his par putt. He carries a towel with him everywhere, and even if the tee pad isn't slick, he's putting the towel down. And we're talking like full-sized hotel towel.
The Delaware Deucer.
That's right.
I called him the Delaware Discer, my bad, in the practice round. But I knew it was the Deucer. And there's a Deucer right there. An Alabama Deucer in Delaware.
And at the risk of being repetitive, he is arguably the best spin putter of all time, Mike Moser. I believe a podium finisher at the World Championships in years past.
Absolutely. Yeah, maybe a few times.
You had his hand in the design out here in Delaware for sure. At this course, Iron Hill. Hole 8, par 5, Paul.
780 feet, dead straight up the hill. Footing's going to be an issue. Landing it in the fairway to where you have a run-up, that's going to be tricky. But if you do so, your second shot will be having to make this right-hand turn, slight dog leg, through another straight, 300 feet, and then you have a high-rise basket right here waiting for you to make a putt.
This is actually tied with hole 6 as the third easiest hole at 4.76 average.
Really? This is such a tough hole.
Well, they're all tough here at Iron Hill, so when a hole averages a little bit below par, tends to be one of the easier holes on this course because there are a bunch that do not.
This averages below par?
Yeah, about a quarter of a stroke below par. And that looks great from the tee. And when you get up there and you see that it's just around the corner, it's just a little bit annoying because you think that you've done everything you could possibly do to keep it in the middle, and it's still not.
Beautiful kick.
Yeah, great kick.
This one doesn't average below par, by the way. Those stats are wrong. The average is way over par. Watch, these guys will prove it.
Yep. I'm doing the math right now. I'm looking at everyone's scores, and let's carry the 4. Yeah, no, it's actually right. It's actually dead on, 4.76.
Here's Joel way out of position. He's going to make something happen, and yes, fairway. And that actually gives him a straight shot to where he will be able to do some sort of hero shot. Not happy about that. Doesn't take full advantage of the nice kick to the fairway. And look at these guys. Oh,
Matty, what was he forced to do? Was that Spikeiser or
he
grenade?
said he was practicing that in a recent video I
Grenade?
saw.
Or
It's
is
not.
this
It's just a super Spikeiser.
Okay.
Plays as the same type of shot.
Yeah.
That when I think of Joel Freeman, I think of that shot.
Absolutely.
He is
Flex forehand
one of the best.
extraordinaire.
One of the best.
He really likes taking out those Firebirds and just putting them a little bit of angle, just guiding him through the gap and letting the disc do all the work.
What's Bradley up to here?
Just being a free throwing, smooth guy.
Just smooth and a free flow, as they say.
Just so uninhibited. Like you said, he could play into his 70s and 80s, and his form will look the exact same, it seems like.
Yeah, and it's just so easy and so mechanically sound that he's going to have power forever. Smooth power. Like, be able to just manipulate the angle and let his body kind of work its way, just like Austin's disc works its way to about circle 2. Maybe a little bit, what would you say, 45? 40?
It's hard to say. I've been wrong 100% of the time, so I'm not going to call that Joel Freeman once again.
Flex forehand, parked.
Brad has found himself in a bit of an awkward place, but yeah, that's going to be a birdie. Short putt for birdie, at least. And Matty O has thrown a nice one there.
Okay, I know where Austin is because I was over there, and right in front of him to his left on that bottom of that second tree as he airballs that one, I found a little box.
Little geocache?
It wasn't.
Oh.
Good putt.
Another nice par save.
It had a stamper in there with a little notebook that you stamp, and then you put your name and you write your date. And so I took the stamp, I put it on my disc, on my putter.
Oh, cool. Was it permanent ink?
Permanent ink.
My God.
And then I made a
Hot Dog Bandit returns.
45-footer on the next hole. So it was good luck.
That's cool.
Yeah. So if you're ever playing this hole, go over there, take a look, stamp your disc.
Get a birdie in the next hole. Or a bogey, because it's Iron Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Adio grinding right now, man. Couple of bogeys, couple of birdies, just not quite putting it together right now.
All these guys are doing the exact same thing. And this is not great golf, but this is Iron Hill. That's what it gives you. Like, you could be throwing just fine shots, a couple bad breaks here, not taking advantage of a couple good breaks, and then all of a sudden you're out of position and you're taking bogeys. You have to make your putts. Obviously, that's a given, but especially out here.
Take a good look at this hole. Just take a good look at it and the angle and the distance and 555 feet. And just remember that, because when this hole is being completed, I'm going to tell you something stupid that happened. Oh, Bradley pulls it left, kicks right. He's going to be in the spot where we have advised others to not go. It is the no-go zone.
And I just have to think that had a lot to do with the towel. The way that his foot kind of stopped, it wasn't all Bradley-esque, you know? And that made it a long ways down the fairway, which is good. He's going to be able to definitely get a par.
Yeah, but the birdie's going to be... It's going to require a little craftiness.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's out of birdie. This is ripped.
Oh, gosh. Austin Hannum's forehand. It is...
Bye.
Oh, my gosh. That's insane. That is a great shot.
Didn't even look like he did much.
Keep that shot in mind when I talk about what I'm going to say here after this hole's over.
After Joel slips.
And he was just... He thought he was perfect, and I understand, because he's making the corner with a high speed. He's thinking he's going to be up there near Austin Hannum. But you have to push the back edge of the fairway off this tee shot. If you try to cut it in tight, you're going to do what Joel did every time. The big trees are on the inside early part of the fairway.
Thumber. Brilliant.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sure. Great shot.
That'll give him a chance to get a little redemption from Circle's edge, which he needs. Could go a long ways in the psyche and the confidence. Oh boy, he's going to make that for par. And if he doesn't,
He's going to have to make that for par.
I'm just saying he's going to make it.
You're just saying
I'm
he's
trying
gonna
to be positive.
Sure. Positive guy.
No commentary curse here. Positive guy. Talk.
Okay.
That was not a good shot from Maddie, but he's going to be able to pitch this up and get that par that we were talking about.
Yep. So again, not kind of exactly what you expect. When you're off the fairway here, it's going to take a couple shots to get to the green. Hannum, after that beautiful tee shot, has this left. And he's going to nestle that up there. And he's going to have bookend birdies on the front 9 with a bunch of pars in the middle. A little birdie sandwich. Extra stuff. So that will be a second bogey for Bradley Williams. So he'll finish the front 9 at 1 under.
Come on, bud.
And couple high, couple low, 1 left, and then a huge putt on hole 3. So or hole 4. It's been a little bit of everything for Joel Freeman on the greens today. So yeah, the cool thing is, we talked about this yesterday. You mentioned that Corey Ellis had a circle 1 or circle 2 putt for eagle in round 1.
Yeah.
Well, he went ahead and got the eagle in round 2. It wasn't as close, but he threw it in from 80 feet. To get a 2 on this hole, I mean, Corey Ellis has been getting...
So everybody thinks that was just pitiful.
I can write 150 on it in Sharpie.
I wish I knew what they were talking about.
I'm gonna rewatch.
Let's take a look at this front 9. Connor O'Reilly right now. He is in first place at 12 under par, 5 down, matched by Raven Newsom, who also shot 5 down, and Andrew Marweed, who is currently... once again, playing with only 1 bogey this tournament. He only had 1 bogey at Idlewild, and these are 2 of the most wooded, tough, bogey-ridden courses on tour, and this dude is just playing clean disc golf right now, and I love it.
I'm telling you right now, he has the best sidearm in the game. He does right now. As he sits, it's unbelievable to watch. I played with him on that front 9, and he's in control of it. In control of his game. Let's see
It's awesome.
how this ends up on the back 9, though.
We're halfway through the event. We have got another 27 holes to go, folks. Join us for the back 9 round 2 of the 2021 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. See you shortly.